Well, Danny, 3 points. First half I thought was a bit more tight than the second half, but generally quite a pleasing result.
Yeah, it is. We said after last Saturday, didn't we? When we spoke, it was just all about a reaction after a first defeat in the league. It's about making sure it doesn't become two, and sometimes that can be difficult. Sometimes it can knock your confidence. You can be flying in a football season, and then you have a defeat, and it rocks you a little bit, especially with our injury issues, which I'm sure we'll talk about. But yeah, great reaction from the boys. Difficult first half, fairly even, I thought. But we took control in the second half. We had a good chat at half time and just identified a few things, and I thought we controlled large parts.
Yeah, and I thought the defence looked very solid today, and a great debut, in my opinion, for Brendan. I thought he had considering that probably the first time he's seen any of the players.
Yeah, come in today. The first time he met them was at 1:15 when he turns up at the ground, and I thought it was a really solid performance from him. You can see he's good physically, good talker. And an extremely good defender, but good on the ball as well, which is exactly what we need. And he's got versatility. He can play in a number of positions, which we'll see throughout the coming weeks. But I thought it was a really solid debut from him.
And I thought the players who came on second half, who didn't necessarily have the impact last week, they actually got involved. I thought, even small cameos, a good solid squad performance again.
Yeah, exactly. And we're definitely going to need that. We've got a few injured boys that should be back in the next 7 days, which makes the squad really healthy. So everyone's got to perform and be on it week in, week out, game in, game out. But yeah, the boys who come on, I thought Theo Linden came in and slotted in extremely well. Charlie Bullock, who's been away for 4 weeks, had an extremely good hour. And then Theo comes on, and Jensen, you know what you're going to get from him. He's busy, he's lively, and you always think he's going to get you a goal. So the bench played a part, but the starting 11 I thought were superb and put in a real good shift. Archie is what he always does. Dave DeRue had a really good 30-minute period in the second half where he was a menace. Good for Albie to get his goal. That'll give him the world of good. Because his performances have been good, but you know those attacking players want goals.
Of course they do.
So that'd be good for him, and Goldie and George solid, and as you say, the back three. Let's not forget Kyle just at the start of the second half, 1-0, big moment from him. He makes a great save from close in, which was a big moment in the game.
Yep. And his moments, as we talked about over the season, the last 2 or 3 seasons, it's always moments, isn't there?
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Special mention to the referee today, Lewis Ward. I thought had a superb game. He managed the game exceptionally well. He's so good we didn't notice him, but that's so good. We hand out brickbats to referees. I thought he had a cracking game today. I
agree, and it's easy to say that when you win a game, but I did actually say that to him at half time as well. I thought he had a really good game. No need for us to get involved in anything in the game. I thought his decisions were good. He explained his decisions as well, which is what you always want from an official, is when they don't explain it, when sometimes that becomes a little bit frustrating, but he communicated well, and controlled the game well.
It's nice to hand out compliments at times to these guys. They do a good job most of the time, to be fair. Injuries, any more new injuries? Or you mentioned 1 or 2 might be back within a week, but we've got to go on Tuesday. Is there anyone we got worried about for Tuesday? Or?
No, just relieved really to get through a game without picking up an injury. As far as I'm aware, everyone's come through unscathed. So we had a squad of 16, and we had Dan Bramham, who wasn't in the squad today. So we've always got that option with a goalkeeper. So all being well, Theo Llewellyn should be back available for Wednesday, we hope. We just need to see how he's progressing from his bruised foot. Drewy and Sam Hill are probably just a few days. Tuesday might just be a few days too early for them, but we're hopeful they could be back involved in some capacity next Saturday. And then so that's 3. Mike Baker's probably a couple of weeks away. Sam Till, as we know, is probably 3, 4, maybe 5 weeks away. It depends how quickly that heals. And Sam Meeks, possibly Saturday. So come this time next week, it certainly could look a lot healthier with 4 of the 7 back.
But with games twice a week, you need those numbers.
Yeah, of course we do. And you're going to pick up injuries. You're going to pick up suspensions. I'm pretty sure we've got 10 games in 5 weeks coming at us now. So we've got a really busy period, and the squad will be needed, of course.
Back home again on Saturday, though. An interesting clash with Winchester City. I think have to be on our game for that one.
Yeah, no, absolutely. As we do every single one, which is exactly what I just told the boys in there. First and foremost is a really tough challenge. Brixham away. Logistically, is a challenge getting down there on a Tuesday night when people have been working. So we'll have to plan that accordingly. Make sure everyone's available. We'll get down there in plenty of time and prepare. Take care of that, and then on to the next one.
Classic, isn't it? It's one game at a time, but that's how it works.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for your time, Dan.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks.